Okay, thank you for joining Let's Talk Rosalind. Okay, we are going to be talking about, I'm looking at my notes, okay, what to do when he chooses her over you. Okay, let me read the title again. What to do when he chooses her over you. We're going to let a few more people come on in the room. Coming on. How's everybody doing this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever in the world you are? I am Rosalind, and I am here to encourage my fellow ladies and also give the gentlemen advice. Okay, the topic: what to do when he chooses her over you. You do nothing. Let me repeat. You do nothing. I know that it's going to hurt. I know. You're going to second guess yourself. Is she prettier than you? Does she cook better than you? Does she love better than you? You're going to be thinking about all of these things and trying to compare yourself to her. Don't. It does not matter if she does any or all of those things and more better than you. If the man that you're dealing with, is showing you that he's choosing someone else over you, let her have him. Let her have him. Walk away gracefully. Do not return. You don't have to be dramatic about it. You don't have to break everything in the house. You don't have to become invest a gadget. You don't have to do any of those things. If he has failed to see your worth in all the time that you've been dealing with him, he is not the one for you. And you're not the one for him. It is better that you find out now than later. You know, it is. It's better that you find out now than later. Let her have him. Start planning your exit so that you can heal, so that you can figure out what it is that you want to do with your life. Do not, I repeat, do not get into another relationship immediately. Give yourself time to heal. Think about what happened in this relationship or other relationships. Think about those things. Reevaluate everything when it comes to that. If you need to cry and scream out loud, cry and scream out loud. Do the things that you need to do so that you can heal. If this has happened before in another relationship, you really got to take some time, because that means that you are now making the same mistake. So you failed to learn the lesson. But it's okay. You're going to get it, sis. You're going to get it. It's okay. You're going to get the lesson. He is not the one. Yes, you love him. He makes your stomach do the butterfly things and your knees get weak and all this type of stuff. But all of the things that you think about this man, I want you to consider this. He chose her. Right? He chose her. So when he tells you that it's not what you think, it's not what it looks like, when he tells you that, or you're the only woman that he loves, you're the one that he's connected with, when he tells you that, remember that he chose her. Remember that. He could not have been so deeply in love with you while he was carousing her. Remember that. Remember that. When you start to get a little weak, just remember that. Also, another thing that you can think of, if you have a daughter or more than one girl, daughters, think about this. If your daughter came to you and told you, Mom, Mama, Mommy, this is the situation, what advice would you give your daughter about this relationship, about this man? Whatever the advice is that you would give your daughter, take that for yourself and use it. If you wouldn't want your daughter to be in this kind of relationship or be in a relationship with this kind of man, then you get out of it. You exit that relationship because it's not good for you. And you will not reach your full potential with this man. One of the reasons is he's not putting into the relationship what you're putting into it anyway. You know it. He knows it. Probably everyone around you knows it. What are you doing anyway? You're in the Build a Dude program. You're trying to build this dude up. Let him stay where he is. Leave him at whatever the level he is. Walk away from that. You need to find someone that is on the level that you are and that wants the types of things that you want. Anyway, he's not wanting to go where you're going. Aren't you tired of pulling, prodding, probing? Aren't you tired of that? What about if you had someone that could think like you or better? What kinds of things could you guys come up with? Why do you always have to be the one to come up with everything? Why does it always have to be you? It's you because you're in a relationship with the wrong type of person. Period and point blank. The takeaway from this video is this. There's nothing that you need to do when your man, your partner, chooses someone else. Nothing. You don't need to change anything about yourself. You don't need to cry. You can cry, but you don't need to cry in his presence as far as, I'm so sorry. What can I do? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. If he didn't see your worth and your value, he's definitely not going to see it now that you're groveling and begging and pleading. Don't do that. He is not worth that. Let him go. Make the moves that you need to make and let him go. It's going to hurt if you're still deeply in love with him. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt that day. It's going to hurt while you're sleeping, probably. When you wake up, while you're working, when you're running errands, when you hear a song on that reminds you of him, it's going to hurt. Know that it's going to hurt. And know that you're going to be okay anyway. You'll be okay. Do nothing. Don't call your girlfriends up and go acting up and acting silly. Don't do that. Don't do any of that. Be good to yourself. Know that you are enough. You are enough. Just as you are.